Hello and good morning, everyone. My name is Ford Fuchigami. I'm the Director of Transportation, and I'd like to thank everyone for taking time from their busy schedule to be here today. On behalf of the Department of Transportation, our Airports Division, and all of you to help us celebrate the blessing of this aircraft rescue and firefighting facility, also known as an ARFF station, and again, the improvements to Hilo International Airport. I'd like to give a warm aloha to our special guests who are here to speak to us today from the Office of Governor David Ige, Mr. Will Okabe, Mr. Ross Higashi, Airport's Deputy Director, State Senator Kai Kahele, representing the Senate President's Office, Representative Cliff Suji, representing the Speaker of the House, Chief Martinez Jacobs from our fire department, our fire chief, Mr. Frank Okimoto, Vice President, NAN Inc., and our two kahus, Kahu Kealoha and Kahu Trap from the St. Joseph Catholic Church. I also like to give a warm aloha to our Honorable Mayor, Billy Konoe, our representatives, Mark Nakashima, and Representative Richard Onishi. Thank you all for being here for this joyous occasion. You know, I've had the great pleasure since I came on board with the state to actually do 4 dedications for 4 different ARFF stations. First one being in Lanai, then Molokai, and most recently we did the Kona. And it's so exciting to be here today as we unveil the Hilo ARFF station. We were here just a little over a year ago to do the dedication of the groundbreaking ceremony. And you know, it was, whenever you do any type of project, you're excited for it, but it's not until you see the end result It's not until you see the end result that you're amazed by all the hard work, all the design, all the construction, everything that went into building this facility. So we can be proud to say within the Airports Division we have actually 4 new ARFF stations. And again, it was in a partnership with FAA, who actually funded the majority of these. You know, unfortunately, Ron Simpson could not be here today, but without his, kokua, we would never be able to build this facility. So that being said, today I'm very excited for the firefighters that work out at Hilo International Airport for their new facility. This place is fantastic. You know, I took a look at the kitchen. This kitchen is better than some of the kitchens that I've seen in some restaurants. The weight room, the rooms, sleeping rooms. Kind of interesting though, Chief. I just noticed that there's cages over the clocks. Couldn't understand what that was for. So, but other than that, like I said, it's a great achievement. I'd like to be able to now ask the governor's rep for the East Hawaii, Mr. Will Okabe, to come up and say a few words. Will?
Thank you, Ford. It's just an honor for me to be here today for this dedication ceremony. On behalf of the governor, he's on his way back from Philadelphia at the National Democratic Convention, so I'm sure he would want him to be here today to congratulate the members of this fire department and this facility, and to acknowledge all of the people who made this happen for our firefighters here at this station. But I'd also like to take this time to recognize Ivan Nakagawa, who just recently retired from this fire department just about a month ago. Ivan, he spent, there was no question, as Ford had mentioned, that just a weight room alone would want the firefighters here to stay another 40 years so they can have free opportunities to work out and be able to train, and looking at their facilities in their living quarters, individual rooms for each of them. And the first thing I asked Ivan when he took me around, I said, "Where's the TV?" There's no TV in the room yet. But having this particular facility sets the standard for all state fire departments around the state. And hopefully when the mayor looks into this, maybe he can also acknowledge that the county might need this type of facility as well, as long as they can find the funds to do that. But the governor really understands the importance of having safety for our travelers worldwide, coming to Hilo and having the best trained fire department possible. And looking at this facility, it just gives me great pleasure to say that our money is well spent to give the training to our firefighters and to be able to keep our travelers safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Will. I'd now like to introduce Deputy Director Ross Higashi, who will give you the specifics concerning this building. Ross?
Thanks, Ford. It's pretty timing as he was blowing the conch shell that it started to rain, so that's really good luck and a good blessing for this facility. Aloha, everyone. It's my pleasure again to stand here today before you to celebrate the completion of this Hilo ARFF aircraft rescue station. First of all, of course, I'd like to recognize my state crew here, individuals that made this happen. First of all, if you can stand, Steve Santiago, our airports district manager. Our engineers, Gene Matsushige, can you please stand? And also Vernon Lum, could you also please stand? I'd also like to recognize our two chiefs here. Our Chief Martinez Jacobs plays an instrumental role in obtaining federal grants and so forth. So I'd like to, Chief Martinez Jacobs, please stand. And also here is also Chief Glenn Mitchell. I mean, I can go on and thank everybody else, but again, also want to thank all the legislators and Mayor Kanoa and Rep. Onishi and Representative Nakashima for being here. Like Ford said, I'll get into the specifics. This project commenced in March 2015. We're here a little more than a year ago, and features a two-story, 21,000 square foot station for our airport firefighters. As many of you know, our crews are here at the Hilo ARFF station. They provide a specialized aircraft rescue and firefighting responses that are unique to the airport setting. This new facility will enable rescue crews to streamline airport operations and improve our response times to aircraft incidents, as well as routine medical emergencies for our airport workers and passengers. Okay, so the facility includes an emergency operations center, 4 drive-through truck bays and fueling areas, improved work and living areas, as you folks will probably tour later or have already seen, office space, dorm rooms, and as they said before, a really nice looking workout facility. Each of these improvements will help our airport firefighters to be better prepared to respond to an emergency when the need arises. On behalf of the Hawaii Department of Transportation's Airports Division, I would also like to thank our partners at the FAA for their continued support and generosity. As noted in your program, I believe 87% of this facility was funded by the FAA. This new station exists because of the hard work and diligence of the following contractor, NAN Inc., Frank Okimoto here, our project designer, PBR Hawaii, our construction manager, Wesley R. Segawa and Associates, and many other subcontractors. And certainly, not least, I'd like to recognize our airport firefighters. They're all standing behind there to the sides for their service, sacrifice, commitment to keep Hilo International Airport safe for all. So can we give them a hand? This new facility is a testament to the great work these individuals accomplish on a daily basis. And I'm very sure that you guys are excited to move into your new facilities as compared to what you folks originally had. So again, congratulations to all of you. Make good use of the facilities, and I'm sure it will come in handy when needed. Thank you.
You know, I also like to be able to shout out to Chief Navai Chartran. You know, when we started this project, I know he was deeply involved in working with our engineers to make sure that he got the best possible facility for him and his firefighters. Only at an airport, it takes forever to speak. Boy, I've been through this so much. But Chief, I hope we delivered on behalf of you and your staff. Like I said, there's a lot of work that was put into it. So if there's anything that needs to be done, you call Gene. Okay, now that being said, at this time, I'd like to be able to introduce, representing the Senate President, Senator Kai Kahele.
Aloha kakahiaka kako. Good morning, everyone. Director Fujigami, Mayor Kinoi, and Chief Jacobs. On behalf of Senate President Ron Kochi, it's an honor to be here this morning for the dedication of this state-of-the-art aircraft rescue and firefighting facility at Hilo International Airport. You know, this project is a shining example of the collaboration between our county, state, and federal government when we all work together, and what amazing things we can do for our communities and its residents when we work together. This $19 million facility will provide the men and women that work here a state-of-the-art facility complete with all the tools they need to train, equip, and execute the mission that they have on a daily basis. It will also drastically improve safety, efficiency, and functionality and meet the strict compliance guidelines of the Federal Aviation Administration. As a pilot for Hawaiian Airlines and the Hawaii Air National Guard, I can tell you it's not a matter of if, but when. Dozens of flights land and take off every day, and thousands of passengers come through our airport. As Hawaiian Airlines begins introducing their new fleet of A320neo aircraft to our Hawaii skies next year, Hilo will more than likely be one of the destinations they will fly out of. As our state and county elected officials work to increase direct flights from the U.S. mainland and the Asia Pacific, and the University of Hawaii at Hilo launches a commercial pilot aviation program in the fall of 2017, there will be increased aircraft activity here in Hilo. Finally, not many know that the Hilo International Airport is the closest geographical point to the U.S. mainland. San Francisco International Airport being our sister airport on the other side of the Pacific. And as a result, this airport here is the primary divert and alternate airport for just about every flight coming across the Pacific from the U.S. mainland to these Hawaiian Islands. If there's an emergency over the Pacific, a fire in the cargo hold, a rapid decompression, a medical emergency. They're not going to Lihui, they're not going to Kahului, they're not going to Kona. They're coming right here to Hilo International Airport. And that's one of the reasons why we have this fantastic facility, so that these men and women can do their jobs that they do every day. And on the front line of the health, safety, and welfare of those aircraft, aircrew members and thousands of passengers that arrive here daily, these firefighters will staff this beautiful facility. We also have military operations and Hilo operations that operate out of Hilo Airport. And this facility will play a critical role in that. I would like to thank the general contractor, NAN, for doing an outstanding job and for working with and including many of our local subcontractors that played an important role in this project. I'd also like to thank our United States Senators Brian Schatz and Mazie Hirono, who worked tirelessly to get the federal funding released. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank my dad, the late Senator Gilbert Kahele, who a year ago was here for the groundbreaking and played an instrumental role in the release of the state funding to complete the project. Finally, I would like to thank Director Ford Fujigami, Hilo Airport Manager Steve Santiago, the hardworking men and women of our airports division, and the 22 men, and hopefully someday a few women, who work at this facility for their hard work and what you guys do on an everyday basis for the residents of Hilo and this great state. Mahalo.
Thank you, Senator. Now, on behalf of the Speaker of the House, I'd like to call up Representative Cliff Suji.
Thank you very much, Director Fujikami. Good morning. And first, I'd like to say thank you very much for inviting me and being able to participate this morning on this dedication ceremony. Needless to say, this is a very important project, not only for the Hilo community, but for all of us, whether it's East Hawaii, West Hawaii, and throughout the state of Hawaii. You know, the state of Hawaii is a non-contiguous state. We're disconnected from the rest of America. Also, our inter-islands are non-contiguous. So we depend and we rely on each other. So I would like to thank all the officials, and in particular the Department of Transportation, in its wisdom and what it represents here this morning. A lot of us are frequent travelers and commuters to Oahu as we work there. I am grateful for this venture. The project provides for construction of a new aircraft rescue and a firefighting station, and it's in full compliance with FAA requirements. Tip-top, number one, all of us can be proud of it. The new station will be able to accommodate not only new, but larger sized vehicles, and also provide new efficient training here at the facilities. Also, this new fully compliant station will increase the safety, efficiency, and functionality of Hilo's airport. It's in collaboration with all of us here, with the community, with the families, nationally, internationally. But at this time, I might want to say that I'd be remiss if I don't mention at least this small segment of the benefits in one sector. I'd like to take a moment to say agriculture is a significant part of our island's economy. As the chair of the Agricultural House Committee, this new station will give us and provide our Big Island farmers and other businesses as well who rely on inter-island flights for timely product distribution and to other parts of the state. I'm here today not for myself, but I represent the Speaker of the House, Joe Suki, who asked that I relay the congratulations to all of you. and also representing my fellow state representatives. And here today, we have the Vice Chair, who's done such a great job, Representative Onishi, who's the Vice Chair of the Agriculture Committee. And also we collaborate a lot on these things. The House Chair on Labor, Representative Nakashima. On behalf of Speaker Suki, again, the fellow representatives, I'd like to say mahalo and thank you. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Director Fujikami, for supporting not only our community, but the entire state of Hawaii and the nation. You've done a good work with you and your team at DOT. If I can recall, it was about January that I must acknowledge your good work again and your team. In January, we had a similar ceremony for the Hilo Harbor's improvement. Lastly, I'd like to say thank you to the designer, the managers, the contractors, the over 20 subcontractors who made this a reality. It's now in jobs and progress, and hope to see all of you, and I'll be there come mid-July for the completion of all the realities of the project. If I may say, thank you very much and mahalo. Today, July 14 or July 14 around this area, this completion, I thank you very much. Mahalo. Thank you, Director.
Thank you, Representative. You know, before I call up Fire Chief Martinez and, of course, the contractor, Frank Okimoto, you know, Mayor Kinoi, who basically, I apologize, I didn't realize, I know you're very busy. Originally, we were told that you weren't going to be here. But now that you are here, I would like you to come up and say a few words, because Mayor mentioned to me while he was sitting in one of our more expensive chairs, without the permitting from the county, this building would have never been built. And to be honest with you, permitting process it takes a long time. But when you have partners like Mayor Kinoi and Randy from the county, we're able to go ahead and achieve this in a timely manner. So, Mayor, if you can say a few words, please.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you for. Hello, everybody. Good morning on this beautiful morning on Hawaii Island. Aloha to our chief, uncle. So wonderful to have our kupuna. Oh, handsome, my uncle, 85 years old, fluent in Hawaiian. Represent the best of who we are as Hawaiian people. My whole life, Uncle, always humble, always kind, always smile, always giving, never taking. And when we come on days like this, we honor and celebrate our kupuna. We honor our island. We honor the men and women who put their lives on the line. When all of us running out, all of you running in. And, you know, as Ford, we all partners here. Emergency operation centers, whether it's Tropical Storm Darby, Tropical Storm Marcel, tsunami evacuations, one flight from Sacramento and Hawaiian Air a couple weeks ago, it's all teamwork. We all live in one community, we all one family, federal, state, county. We all help each other. Some beautiful facility, Frank. I'm glad we in Haya non-Inc on a couple projects because we get them designing a Pahoa Park, 56 acres, going to be beautiful. But there's some beautiful facility. An $18.8 million facility started in March, then finished this beautiful. So our men and our women who keep us safe get a beautiful home to come to work every single day. What an accomplishment and achievement. And Ford, I like Aloha you. As a mayor, 8 years, I've been through 3 governors, 3 administrations. You see things come and go. But Ford Fuchigami, get great confidence with you, Department of Transportation. You get all the harbors, all the highways, all the airports. But for us, as we open up Kona International, to have a leader like you, great team of people, Ross and everybody at the state level, at the Senate, in the House, in the governor's office. And I cannot believe Will Okabe, Coach Okabe, when called a county out on building facilities like this. Nah, bro. You heard him. Oh, yeah, the county should do something like this if they get funds. Wait till High Street, gonna be Cherry and Jimmy at fire station. Maybe not gonna be big like this, but we better put in one nice weight room by the sound of it. You can tell what is nicest in the building by who say them the most, but that weight room sound awesome. I gotta look before I leave. But I just wanna humbly say, aloha you, Uncle. Mahalo for the pule. Aloha Cousin Glenn, Chief, my cousin Navai, our Chief. and everybody who can call this place home, and all of you who keep us safe at the airports every day so our families can go and our families can safely come home. Mahalo to all of you. Aloha.
Thanks so much, Mayor. And now I'd like to be able to call up the airport's fire chief, Chief Martinez Jacobs, to say a few words.
I'll start off by saying aloha, and this is a very special day here. Out of our airports, we have a total of 15 airports the state operates. 8 receive federal funds, and of those 8, 7 we've been fortunate enough to build new stations. Myself, I've been with the program 40 years. I've been the chief 28 years. I've never worked in a nice place like this, and I'm jealous. I feel a little history is important here, and I would like to go over some things. One of the things I want to start off with is I want to say to the families, the wives, the girlfriends, they're the ones who wait at home for you. They're the ones who make the firefighters solid. And we don't spend enough time thanking them for sharing their loved one with us. And I just want to give a round of applause to the women in that, because without them, there would be nobody to mentor there would be no one to mentor our children and to have a safe place for us to come home. On another note, I would like to say is that when we're done, I encourage everyone here to please take a tour of the station. And I want to recognize Chief Chartrand for the work that you've done and so forth on here. And this is a special place. This is your home away from home. Encourage the families to come and see, because Hilo's a special place. Hilo was the last station to get built. Everybody kept saying, have you forgotten about Hilo? Have you forgotten about Hilo? So we built Kona, huge station. Kona made, Hilo was a little hold up and it may not go. All of a sudden it came along. But let me tell you, you got no less a station than HIA, because your station is bigger than Honolulu's. Okay, so you know, sometimes it's best to wait for last. And thank all the contractors, Nan and them, because it's a really nice place. A commercial kitchen. I hope all the firemen don't get fat. I hope they go to the war and there's a lot of good equipment in there. One of the special things is that I want to go over when I first started is that across the field with the old Murray Air Building, that used to be the original fire station for Hilo when they started out. And we used to have 300 airline volunteers that would do the emergency response on our neighbor islands. In 1974, FAA brought on the federal regulations, so the state brought on 12 firemen who have since left us. And then we built the station over here in 1975. So in 42-year time span, this is what we've evolved into. And I think it's a very, very nice station. It's a very blessed station. Moving on, is that we're not done working in Hilo yet, or on the Big Island, because we have a plan that we're going to be doing a truck replacement. It's already in the budget. We'll be replacing both of the trucks they have here, both in Kona and in Hilo. We do have a training center that's on the drawing boards, and it's in a forward motion. So there's a lot of work still to be done on the Big Island. I hear a lot about the men and women working the fire station. Well, we don't have any women firefighters, but we did a massive recruitment and encouragement, and we did have some pass the last test. So I hope that when we're able to hire, that they pass the physical agility, that they can become part of the working force here. That's one of my major efforts here. Looking downward, is at our airport, it's very important to make sure that the firemen have a comfortable place to live, because it makes them whole. When we're looking at what are we going to do? Well, FAA started a program in 1992. We did Lake Kahului, and Honolulu. We built low-level stations and so forth. But when we came to the Big Island under Ford Fujigama and Ron Simpson, we built this huge, huge station. And it's just very, very impressive. Every time I showed the station on the mainland, everybody's totally impressed. And the state, we have a makeup of a total of 212 personnel, which 22 of those people are here. And we can honestly say that we have the best. In the Big Island, you have the best station and the best group of guys. And I want to give another little shout out to the Big Island. I was the chief when we had Hurricane Iniki. I didn't know all the guys. I'd been the chief since '88. And I had to call out. We had to ask the firemen to work for free. The Big Island, for 45 days on their days off, they came every day to support the island of Kauai. And I learned that there's a special culture. Even dividing the line, Saddle Road and Kona, the guys came every day to give their all. They never got paid. They just sweat and pour to help their brother firemen, and also to be able to help the community. And they were instrumental in helping now Kauai get up and started again. In my closing remarks, I'd like to say is that Chief Chartrand, you got a beautiful station here. Take care of the brothers. Make sure we get some women firefighters. And I want to thank the men that work here. Thank you for all that you do. And I appreciate. And another thing, Chartrand, I gave him a list. I said, I'm not coming to this unless they have food, good food. Second is I want to meet the mayor. So he's done it all. I got to meet the mayor. I got my hug. We good, okay? So I want to thank Hilo for hosting us and take care of the station. And I thank Ford Fujigami administration, because just one more thing is that when I do the federal grants. So the federal grant, we get it in, they go through the legislature. It takes about 2 years to get a project just off and running. And we have these terrible meetings with FAA about we're not making the drawdowns and the payment. That the contractors do the drawdown and so forth. And since like I said, I've been with the program 40 years, and Ford and Ross, that's a real team. And they really make all these federal projects happen. I thank you very much. I thank the men that are from the legislature and so forth, and blessings to your father that started. And last but not least, Glenn, thank you for bringing your father to be able to do the blessing, because that's a very important thing. And thank you, sir, and Nikumu. Thank you. Aloha.
Thank you, Chief. Now I'd like to go ahead and invite up Frank Okimoto, Vice President of NAN Inc. Frank was involved in the construction of our Kona facility, and now he's done the. If we do one more, boy, that thing is going to be fantastic, because each time he does one, it gets better and better. So, Frank, if you can say a few words.
Hi, aloha, ladies, gentlemen, and distinguished guests. I'm honored to have this opportunity to speak on behalf of NAN Inc. and say a few words. Doesn't seem that long ago that we were all gathered here, just trying to figure out where. I think it was down that side. We had the groundbreaking ceremony about a year ago, and we're all trying to envision what this project would look like. And some of us that participated in the Kona ARFF, we had a pretty good idea, but we had to always remind ourselves that although this project was very similar, it's an entirely new project. Besides the floor layout being reversed, there are many lessons learned that we learned at Kona ARFF that we incorporated into the Hilo ARFF. So when Chief Jacobs mentioned that sometimes you save the best for last, to you guys over there, Chief Navai, you guys got the best, because we learned a lot at Kona ARFF, and we were able to roll it in here and execute it smoothly. And I think you guys are going to benefit from all those lessons. I wish I could have brought all our engineers and our operations staff out to this project while it was being built. The Hilo ARFF, it's really a new benchmark for a successful project in NAN Inc. It was a true collaborative effort with all those involved with genuine, open, honest communication to address and solve the issues that popped up every day. Some of those issues were easy to solve, and others took a lot more time. But I think at the end of each resolution, we all felt good about it. I'd like to extend a special thanks to Gene and Vern from the DOT, Kim, Ray, and the rest of the gang at West Segawa and Associates, Steve and all his folks at the airport, Captain Dennis and Chief Navai, and the rest of the firefighters. And the rest of the firefighters for coming out and being very engaged with the project. And I'd also like to thank, Jason Cole, who's our project manager, and Bruce Escaron, our superintendent, and the rest of our staff here. They did a great job. Really proud of them. Like I said, this job is really the new benchmark for our company for a successful project, just in the way they handled themselves and the open and honest communication, good collaboration we had. In closing, I hope that all of you have a chance to take a look around the ARFF. I think there are a lot of improvements we made from Kona. And at the groundbreaking ceremony, I had the chance to walk through the current ARFF facility, and I was really humbled at the conditions that our firefighters were living in. And I'm really proud that now we can give them the keys to their new home, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you.
Thanks, Frank. At this time, I'd like to be able to turn the program in terms of the blessing to Kahu Kealoa and Kahu Trap.
My son will have to carry a bucket.
Ina nei o ka hale nani e ku nei no ko e kina ia ke ia wahi e ku nei he wahi e ku I kai kana e like no hoi me ka ohi o ku o kana hi o ka ku hiwi o ke ku o lono hoi e lono ia ka leo aloha e hele aku no e e mana no ke ia e ho mai ka ia wahi e lono ka papa I luna no ka papa I lalo no ka papa hele a ke ia puka manene ka wahi a pau kui kaura ka mea ino ho ka wale o ke ho ka wale ka uhane ino ma ka ia wahi Kauna ho I ke mahele o ka hane ke atua o ke manawa na ho I wa paa ka hale o aho ka paia e ku nei he paia I kaika no ho I e like me ke kumu o uka he kumu paa he kumu koa he kumu ohia he kumu lehua he kumu mania no ho I e paa I luna e kuana I luna aole no e hina e ke akua e kuana I loko ka ino I loko ka makani nui I loko ka makani iki I loko ka makani nui ka makani iloa ka makani poko mana makani a pau no ho I e ke akua ki ao nui ka ua nui, ka pili kia nui ke kua, e nana me no hoi kou ma makal malu no ke hale a ku, e ku ana no hoi e kumu, e ku At this time, we were going around asking Keakua and all of the kupuna who were here before us, this land where the place standing, that the buildings stand firm like the trees up in the forest of the mountain, that it stand like a core tree, like a ohia tree, not falling down in the wind, whether it be a strong wind, small wind, big wind, long wind, short wind, any kind of wind that might come, meaning any problem, that the place will stand and stand firm. So that everybody also is filled with the spirit of Keakua, and that we can all be here together in happiness and working together, same as the people who will be here. And at this time, I think we would like to go forward. Pule kako, au he oe ke akua ka makua lani. Ke mahalo e ni a oe no nā pume ka i a pau. Ai ke ia wani. Ke ia wani e ke akua ke nunuia e ni a oe. E ki I ka mana o ke po e ni, e aloha mai ni, I a wako ni ti po e kina iahi. Ka po e molia, ka po e hana haa haa, ka po e hana nui. No ka pono o ka poe apau e kipa mai nei ke ka hua mokulele nei. E ke akua e ho'o nui I ka mana maluno o lako ni. E ho'o nui mai no hui ke aloha I loko o lako ni. I hiki a lako ke hana pono, I ka hana maika I ke la la ke ia la. No ka pono no ho'i o nā malihini kipa mai. A no ka pono no ho'i o nā kamaina o ka aina ni. A oia ka maku pule haa e ke akua o I ke ia no ho'i kou mana. He mana nui, he mana ho'o holo. Mana e hike ki ho ko I ke ia mo noi a pau. Ano leila ka maku pule haa I ke ia manawa. E ula leo aloha. Amen.
O mai kai o ko kapelikania.
Anakala wants to bless all of you. And we ask that all of you be blessed with strength and unity from all the people here and from Keakua, that you will be able to fulfill your roles, protecting people, visitors and kama'aina alike, anybody who might come here to help and protect them, that Keakua would also help and protect all of you as well. Okay, so now this part of the ceremony is complete. What we're going to do is we can all go together. We're going to walk around the side of the building to the Maile, and the entrance on that side, and that's where the Maile ceremony will happen. Following that, we're going to go inside the building and bless each of the rooms because Anakala wants to make sure that any bad things that might be in there will be flushed out the doors and the windows, which is why all the doors are open for us. So we'll do that next. So if you'd like to come with us, we're going to go around the outside and to the front entrance.
We're on this side.
Actually, maybe
Chief, I think they like us to use that side. Hey, what a beautiful project.
Oh,
Yes, sir, Chief Executive Officer. Stay there, please. Hold on, Mayor. Look.
Sorry, actually, if I just come
You need to me or no? Paul. All right, thank you. Anybody else?
So the kahus are going to go inside and finish the blessing on the inside, and then after they're pal with that, then everyone's welcome to go in and look at the new digs. Right now, if everyone wants to go back to the hangar, there's please join us for some refreshments.
Of course. Oh, and the this way.
right now, the big one is the alert pad.
Thank you all for being here as well.
Okay.
Firefighters, chief. Firefighter.
And all the firefighters.